All right, let's jump right in. Every time you click a link, fire off an email, or open an app on your phone, there's this secret engine working in the background making it all happen. It's called DNS, the domain name system, and it's basically the invisible plumbing of the entire internet. But what if I told you that this thing we all rely on is also one of the biggest battlegrounds for cybersecurity?
So let's start with a number that really sets the stage, 92%. Right now, it's just a number on a screen, but this huge figure points to a hidden and honestly, a pretty dangerous side of DNS that most of us never ever see.
And there it is. That's what 92% means. According to cybersecurity researchers, the vast majority of malware actually uses DNS to phone home, to get its instructions, and to sneak your data out. The big takeaway here is that knowing about DNS isn't just for network geeks anymore. It's absolutely essential for anyone who cares about digital security.
Okay, to really get how this is even possible, we need to pop the hood. We're going to dissect what a DNS query actually is, what this little digital conversation looks like that makes the whole web work.
So at its heart, DNS is pretty simple. It's always called the phone book of the internet. And that's honestly the perfect analogy. You and I, we remember names, right? Like davidbombal.com. But computers, they couldn't care less about names. They need numbers, IP addresses, to know where to go. DNS is just the system that does that translation for us in the blink of an eye.
And this right here boils the whole thing down to a really simple exchange. On the left, your computer sends a question or a query. It says, hey, I need the IPv4 address for davidbombal.com. That's called an A record, by the way. Then, on the right, the server sends back a response. It says, okay, you asked for davidbombal.com, and I found its A record. Here's the number, 217.160.0.9. And see that last part, cached for 41 minutes? That's the time to live, or TTL. It's basically telling your computer, hey, remember this answer for the next 41 minutes so you don't have to ask me again. That's called caching, and it's why websites you visit often load so incredibly fast.
Now, if we zoom in on that initial question, it's like a little request form. First, you've got a transaction ID. Think of it as a unique ticket number, so your computer can match the right answer to the right question, especially if it's asking a bunch at once. Then you have flags, which are just special instructions for the server. And finally, the question itself. What's the website and what kind of address do you need?
So from our computer's point of view, it's a simple question and a simple answer. But here's the thing. The journey to find that answer is incredible, and it happens in milliseconds. There's this beautifully complex dance going on just beneath the surface. And here is the big catch. There isn't one single server, no giant all-knowing phone book anywhere in the world that holds the IP address for every single website. It just doesn't exist. So how does the system find anything?
Well, this is where it gets really clever. The best way to picture it is like a giant global library. Your computer first asks its recursive resolver. That's your friendly local librarian. If the librarian doesn't already have the answer written down in their notes, that's the cache, they go to a root server, which is like the main reception desk. The reception desk doesn't know the book, but it knows which floor to send you to. In this case, the .com floor. That gets you to the TLD server, the floor manager, who points you to the right aisle, the David Bombal aisle. And finally, that leads you to the authoritative server, the absolute specialist for that aisle. It's the one server that knows exactly where that book is on the shelf and hands you the IP address. And if you look at it on a timeline, it's just mind-blowing. This entire chain of questions, from your computer, to the librarian, to the front desk, to the floor manager, to the aisle specialist, and all the way back. The whole thing often takes about 10 milliseconds. It is an unbelievably fast and efficient system. So we've gone deep into the how, but let's bring it back to the why. Why does this elegant system matter so much? Because when you really understand it, that simple phone book, it transforms into a powerful guard dog for your network. I mean, just stop and think about it. Practically everything you do online kicks off with this little act of translation. Every single connection, every service, all the content you consume, it's all summoned with a DNS query. It is the very first step of almost all internet traffic. And because it is the first step, understanding DNS gives you some incredible advantages. You can figure out why something is broken way faster. You get why the internet feels so snappy. It's all about that caching. But most importantly, by watching your DNS traffic, you can spot the telltale signs of malware calling home. It turns this basic protocol into your first line of defense. You can see the unseen. So the next time you open a web page, just for a second, think about that invisible conversation. that lightning-fast exchange of questions and answers happening behind the scenes. Your devices are constantly talking DNS. The real question is, do you have any idea what they're saying? And more importantly, who they're talking to?